that's right. Printing the board. So I'm just realizing this is a little different than what I thought it looked like, right? What are those characters? I guess it doesn't matter. It's a single character and I have it now. Ooh. Okay, so those are the rows. Now I need to add in the, I guess the bottom thing? No. That's a little frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay, we can adjust, right? This, honestly, let's just do L nums equals that. See, I only want to do this once though. So let's just put it out here. And now we'll do oh, I didn't start a, that's okay, I can just do the OBS thing. Yeah, cool. Nums plus equals, we'll add in, let's do space. It should be 2 spaces. Let's pull this in real quick. So this will have a leading space. No, I think actually space index will work. Nums. Oops. Let's try that. Nice. Okay, and then the last thing here, let's do var bottom. So for this, does it. Try this again. Oh, I forgot to. Cool. Come here. Study plan. Cool. Let's see here. What are we doing? We got the setup. Now we need the game loop. So now while true. No, that's not here. Fun tick. And this has to return a boolean. False for now, and then while true while game dot tick do nothing. Alright, so once the enter the default, okay, 6x8, so me versus Bill, this, that, the other thing. So we don't print the board here. Mia's turn. Okay, so we need var current player. We've done this so many times now. Fun next player. Cool. So let's do this would be next player. This will be true. Right? They're gonna tell me a column. then we're going to, okay, so now what we can do is print line play. And we say Mia's turn again. Yeah, okay. I think that's right. Is there like an exit? Interesting. So maybe what we do there, uh, Faust. It's only been 17 minutes? Dude, I was hoping it would have been like 50. Woo! Okay. So we'll get a target call. And now... So, I mean, we could loop over this, right? We can do this with some nested loops and say, oh, like, I guess for the specific, so go over each row for the specific column. Actually, that's not that bad. I was thinking we need to like optimize this and keep track of all the pieces we placed and stuff, but I don't think so, because, right, like all we have to do is go over, so it's like board dot for each row, and then we only check in fact, val insert index equals board dot find no, it should be last. So each one's a row, and then in here we say row target call equals an empty string, right? So we would go, what happens here? We would, do I have a board example? Like if we say one, let's even go further down, right? We'd say, okay, we look at this one, okay. We look at the next one, no, okay, it's yes, it's all empty strings. But then we get here, so we would return this one, I think. Okay, and then one thing we need to do is translate. So target column, so now, so let's actually do, how did I do this one? That's fine. So let's say this is input actually. So now target call is going to be translated. So now val target column equals input call -1, right? This is what we would use set piece. So we don't have to worry about that. So if set piece, we can print line oh. Okay, so let's finish that piece now. So last is matching the given, yeah. So the very last empty slot going down the rows, right? I like that. So now we would say board, oh, and then this also needs a piece. Oh. There it is. And then if nice. That's pretty chill, right? All right, so let's see if I can place a piece, right? Okay, we do print an empty board. Where'd that setup go? All right, so restart it now. Let's make sure. That doesn't feel good. Let's. Oh. It's backwards. So we have just like why input as readline if input equals end line. Okay, so now we need to do 4 in a row, I think. Is there a victory here? Whoa, off the first run, dude. As Pika would say, there's nobody out there doing it like me. Who else is doing this? Nice. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, winning condition, so... Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to think of like how we also handle the stalemate at the same time. I don't want two different functions, but how do I coordinate like the game is over but it's a stalemate or player one, you know? I mean, maybe I do two different ones. What I could probably do is keep a count. And set piece right? I think that works. That's a quick and dirty way to do it. So now I can just say, we need to look at, how do I do this? It can be diagonally. Ugh, this one's such a doozy. It can be across, diagonal. Oh, you want to know how I could probably do this too? I could do this simply. You don't have to check the whole board every time. You only have to check where you set the piece, right? So I don't need to do like a nested loop to look at each coordinate. I could probably just pass in the target call, and from there I just call in a row on that and see if it worked. So I would probably need, I can reconstruct this up here by saying like board dot index of, this should return the first index of, yeah, val index of piece, so we'll also need piece here. Ah, there it is. So now I can do, I can do x, comma y, comma count. Let's just do row, keep it consistent. Yeah. Okay, so now I can do has val has 4 equals in a row. Is that expressive or what, bro? Inserted call. That's funny, actually. And then 0. Well, no, it would be 1, right? we know that that's a valid piece. I guess it depends how we want to check it. Let's go with 0. And now we say if okay, so actually no, this is super easy, right? Like there's not that much here to do. Check the time real quick. 37, plenty of time. All right, we should be able to finish this then. Okay, so we're gonna need the board. So okay, so val target cell equals board row col. So now oh, that's kind of annoying. Let's just call this piece. Actually, it doesn't even matter. Well, the other thing we could do is if does not equal now we can return no. How do I do this? Come on. It's like oh. Now I think we need to play with that maybe, but now we can return in a row with okay, so row plus 1. So this would be, I don't think we need to go up. We need to go down. We oh. How do we do all of them? It would be in a row. Oh, but it's more difficult than this, right? Because what I'm trying to write right now is going to go like up. No, it would go down, left, or something, and it would still match true. What I need is a very not precise, but like diagonal only, horizontal only, vertical only, right? So maybe we do that. Maybe we do. Can I do that somehow like this? With like flags or something? So if I. So this is going down, right? I just had a different idea of like a moving window. Because you want to know the other problem with this? The other problem here is, shoot. Like let's say I have I don't think this is gonna work. Shoot, dude. Okay. Hmm. How should I do this like elegantly? So, okay, so the thing I'm thinking is the problem is like this will count in a single direction, which I think won't be a problem for vertical, but what if on a horizontal one, what if I have like 2 and 1 with an empty column in between and I drop it there? Like let's say I go left, I never hit 4, I would backtrack all the way and then go over 1, never hit 4, backtrack, return false, right? That's what I'm building. Like that's what recursion will get me. A moving window is like I drop it and then starting with it at the end, and I would look at each section to say where the window exists, and then that should solve this. Okay, so this is wrong. I know this is wrong. I'm very sure it's wrong. So how else do we do this? How do we do a moving window? I would need to say hmm. That's very hard to program. I'm just trying to think if there's another way. Maybe it's not so hard. I just don't know. I know the concept. I know I've done it before, but I haven't done it in a very long time, so it's going to take me a long time to do. Is there another way? So let's say I drop a piece in, right? Okay, so one thing we know for sure. Okay. So fun is vertical when equals no. So this is going to be row call and piece. Right? So I know for sure that like when I drop a piece in, we know immediately if like this isn't a loop, this is just a few if statements. So we can get that done. So we have the column, and what we need to do is say, first we need to say if row is greater than 3, let's do less than 3, return false, right? That there's no way we can have 4 in a row in something that doesn't even have 4 pieces. That's easy. But if it is greater than 3, then we can very easily just say return and let's do piece 1 board row call 2 2 3 4, and this is row -1 -2 -3. And now return let's just do this in order. I don't know why I wrote it like that. Okay, so I know for sure that's going to be a vertical win. And we actually don't need the piece here. That's nice. So val is doesn't matter. We could call it in a second. So for horizontal, let's try We need to start like gaining some. We need to start gaining some cases here. So just one at a time. So what I'm thinking is like I drop a piece into a column. Let's say it's 1. And I need to say from this column all the way to 4 over. Okay, so let's translate that, right? Val 4 left equals call minus 4, 3, 4. If I do 1 would be 0. What am I saying right now? 0 minus 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm just thinking about too much stuff right now. Okay. So if that's 4, 0, so we're going to say that's start, right? End, val end equals call. So now if, okay, since we're only doing minus, right? We need to say like, if it's, no, I know what to do. For index in start dot dot end, if start is less than or equal, is less than 0, continue. If end is greater than the max, which is board 0 dot size, board 0 dot size, continue. Boom. I think that's it. And now on each one, how do I? So it's while, honestly, I think this can be break, bro. While start is less than call. Basically, while, yeah, put this in here, and then start plus plus, call end plus plus. Minutes. Fuck, I probably won't be able to finish this. Thought it was gonna be done. That's okay though. We're making good progress here. Okay, so what am I trying to do here? I don't know if this is perfect. It's probably gonna need debugging. There's too much indexes going on. It always happens. But what I'm saying is like I'm passing in a column. Let's just start with that. And I'm saying the window starts 4 spaces away and it ends at the column that we dropped the piece in. Now you can imagine, let's do this, right? So this is, it's backwards, whatever. The start's over here, ends over here. So now, while start is less than the initial input of column, because I'll get back to that. we're going to try and look at every space. Now, when we look at every space, the first thing we're going to check is say, is this less than 0? If it is, then this window's invalid, right? So we can break the inner loop, move them both over 1, check again. If start is less than 0, it would be if we dropped one in at 1, which would be 0. So the first column. So boom, break, move, break, bam, last one. And it's where while start is less than or equal to. I think we need one that's equal to. Yeah, okay. So the last window, so 4 times later it basically should be, is column. This is now the initial value, and end is 4 spots to the right. And we can check all of those. Done. And I'm realizing now I don't need this. I don't need these. What I could do instead is if start is greater than or equal to 0 and end is less than or equal to board size, we check, but no matter what, we keep moving, right? So let's just, I'm super close here. Let me add this stuff in. So now it's not the row that changes. It's so we're going to go from start. And then this is start plus 1. Oops. Start plus 2. Start plus 3. So then this should be minus 3, I think. Okay, and now we can say var has 1 equals false, and then we say has 1 equals this. And then I think that's a horizontal win. All right, that has to be time, I think. Yeah, just over. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's close, but we can check tomorrow. All right, dope. Thanks.